You wanna go live? We're live.
Hello.
I was listening to the sound.
I know
Anyway,
it's got a little nice little beat to it,
it's
huh?
fun. I don't look like that caricature. It's funny.
Well, I don't either, but hey,
I know. That's what they
who
gave us.
does? I don't know. I've seen some people's little avatar that looks just like them.
The
I don't know. I
previous
even
one,
added wrinkles to mine.
I tried to make mine full and with wrinkles, and the old one looked a lot more, I think, like the essence of me than the new one. And anyway,
And they
hey,
don't have like the dancing avatar anymore. I don't like that.
I don't remember the dancing one. I didn't really use them so much, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, and they don't even show them to me unless somebody sends me theirs, and then
But no, you gotta hit the little circle of the smiley face or whatever, and then it'll pop up.
yeah, but I'm dealing with not Android, I'll say, and they don't
Well.
feel rough.
Oh my goodness.
What?
You're one of them.
I'm one of them. I mean,
One of
well,
those eye people.
except for my phone, I really want to. You enjoyed the dance one? I want to. Anyway, I want to get an iPhone now, just cause. But if I only want to do it if it's not going to cost me more than like 10 a month, because there's nothing left. We're eating stuff we grown out for a reason.
I didn't pay. I got some new ones I didn't pay for.
Last night we had asparagus for dinner. Guess why? Because we had it.
Right, because you grow it. Yay.
Sometimes we eat asparagus for dinner now. It's going to stop any day.
That's right.
Sort of the end of the season. Anyway.
Let's see who's here.
Let's see.
Scarlett was the first one. The angel is here. Ha, ha, ha. No, she's not.
Hi.
And then Teresa came in, and Shelby. Hey, Shelby. The only thing I can eat on your menu now, Shelby, is coffee and fresh fruit.
Let's say hi. I'll say hi to Scarlett. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Shelby. And Ashley. And then there's Debbie. Hey, Debbie. And then I think Dad's was here. And that's it.
Hey, Dad. Hey, my big bro.
Virginia.
Hey, Donna. See, Susie didn't say hello to Donna either, but that's okay, Teresa.
Donna's here?
Yeah.
Let me look. I am looking with very far away.
Hey, Jeffrey.
Where's Donna? I'll say hi to Donna, but where is she?
She's third from the bottom.
All right. I'm operating from the delayed.
Oh, make sure you're in live chat, not top chat. Ha ha, Teresa. Teresa said hi.
Donna now, but I didn't see him before. Okay. Yeah. But I would always welcome people that are here. There's nobody I wouldn't welcome. Anybody's welcome to come, even if I, except for maybe if some of my exes showed up, I wouldn't want to talk to them.
Right.
But
I'm just trying to make sure they tell you good morning. That's all.
Donna, I see you now because I'm the delay put up.
I hope y'all having a better morning, Donna. How's Ray this morning?
Yeah, how's it going? I heard things okay.
His surgery went really
I heard that, and I heard he was sitting up the next morning. That's nice. And you guys went home pretty quickly. That's good.
Yeah. And, hey, Claudette.
Hey, Claudette. And so you're saying, was there a bad day? Well, I mean, I just hope he heals. It's hard to heal up.
Well, I know she's like trying to recover.
Oh,
because she has issues too.
We all need to deal with this.
It takes them a while to recover from all that, and they're still going back and forth to get blood, do blood and all that stuff. Susie, you did not say hello to Jeffrey.
I did actually say hi. I see Jeffrey. Hello. I did say hi, and I actually sung to you on your birthday, and you didn't say anything then. So I think you said.
Oh, goodness. Jeffrey,
I'm
she
holding
said
a grudge,
hi.
Jeffrey.
Oh, she said his medicine is making him sick.
Oh, that's too bad. That sucks.
But he's doing okay. You know, pain from the surgery. I mean,
Yeah,
poor baby.
pain medicine.
He's cut from here all the way down.
Oh,
So
I mean, I'm gonna say, yeah, you know, I experienced that with my mother. She had to have a couple of those, and one of them was really like they just kind of stapled her up at the end of
but
it.
this guy, my brother-in-law, doesn't do well with like metal things. So the guy stitched him, and we were laughing because Donna goes, "Dang!" She said, "If I have anything, I want him to stitch me." I mean, it looked like a plastic surgeon did it.
That's really nice.
He's with Donna. Didn't he tell you it took him like over an hour to stitch that clothes?
You know, back in the day, there was a time when I lost a lot of weight, and I was looking into plastic surgeons, how they did it. I just wanted to know how they did their skin removal surgery. I didn't necessarily want to make the appointment, but you could see some doctors are so good at like marking where the skin has to come together, and they're good at sewing it up.
Yeah.
And those were the ones, like there was a guy local to me, and I watched him, and he seemed so sloppy that I said, nah, he ain't going to be one of my surgeons ever. I don't want a sloppy doctor.
There's a doctor around here, Dr. Lindsay. He does the most beautiful breast on women. Like they're so neat and clean, and
I'm just because I one of the doctors here, I was looking at his patients, and he did really good boobs.
Right.
And didn't do the rest that nicely, and I thought I could tell what part he's
Hey,
really
Lena. Yeah.
That was
because
fantastic.
I used to take care of some, aftercare when I was in home health. Hey, Ellen.
Hi, Ellen and Lena. That I don't call Ellen and Lena because it doesn't say that.
Oh, well, Lena was Red Road. She changed her channel name.
You know, I have too much I hate to say it. My brain is so busy being disorganized that it's hard for me to remember names too.
Right.
Unless they say, like, I could tell Donna is Donna. It's nothing personal. And I sometimes see other people saying, hey, Lena, hey, Ellen. And I go, oh,
who's that? Right. God, it's hot in here. Hey, Janina.
Jarina. I thought you said Janina.
I can't roll R. Sorry.
Jarina. I tried to explain.
Nana had a jar, and she goes, Jarina.
I had to explain this name to my husband because I said it's Jarina, and he goes, wouldn't it be Jarina? And I go, no, it's not a J, it's a Y. And he goes, then it's yeah. And I'm like, oh, he's doing it too. He had no idea. Jarina.
Oh Lord, just pack it tight. That's if I can give one advice on packing glass and stuff, pack it tight so it doesn't move.
Ellen came back.
Because if it moves, it will break. Hey,
Ellen
put her other channel. Hey, Myra, how are you?
Thank you, Ellen.
Oh. All right, let me make this channel blue too, Ellen.
Thank you. And Ashley is here, unlike the Ashley that was here.
Oh, hey, Ashley.
And I did say hi to Myra. Okay.
I hope everybody is having a good day and is planning an awesome weekend.
Today is
crawfish boil here.
Well, that's nice. Today was a leave day, which is I don't usually take a leave. I had tried to not take any medicine for the longest time, and I'm down now. I mean, today was bad. I was making so much noise, and I said to Tony, "It's really bad." And he goes, "I can't help you." I go, "No,
right,
can't help you." So anyway,
I get that, Debbie. It's like after a while, it's like,
So crayfish boil. Are you having it? You had it, or you're having it?
John, it's actually John's crawfish boil. And his birthday was on the 27th.
Okay, so you're
And
lumping them all.
Garrett's birthday was Monday, and Sean's birthday was yesterday.
Okay.
So we're gonna do them all together. But John thinks his birthday is the best thing next to sliced bread. So
that's
he's
nice.
still, very kid at heart. So
I'm
he's part of the
traumatized.
crawfish. I'm not.
I'm traumatized by my early childhood birthdays because my mom once set my cake on fire at the table while they were singing to me. The cake started burning up because she went to a bakery and they had that tissue paper, and she pulled it out of the box with the tissue paper still on it, and the candle tipped over and set the tissue paper on fire, and then flamed.
Right.
And I was like, ah! And they're like,
yeah, Myra, I'm gonna bake a cake, but it's gonna be one big cake for all of them.
So I stopped liking my birthday at that point. But
I guess so. After that, that's trauma. I usually make Garrett and Sean a birthday cake together since they're like a couple days apart. And then growing up, Joseph and Thomas would get a cake together because one's on the 2nd and one's on the 5th of July. So I would do theirs together.
I would probably do it on the 4th.
Well, we usually do it either the weekend before or after. It's just easier. And then Joe and them, I think they might come that following weekend. So what we did last night is Garrett and I went run to the store. We bought one of those little Pepperidge Farm cakes for Sean last night until the weekend.
Those are nice cakes. I mean, I had many.
Sean likes them, so I said, well, let's get him one like that so he don't say we missed his birthday. I've
had many a birthday with a store-bought cake, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. We used to get Entenmann's. Do you have Entenmann's? We used to call it Entenmann's, but it's N10 Mins, and they have like these.
I think they have them, but I've never got them. Well, Donna, let me tell you the story. You sitting down? You ready? Garrett went and he got in the house to see, but he didn't take pictures because his phone was dead. But anyway, so a new guy took over the coordinator spot because the guy who was doing ours, this company is based out of Texas. So he went back to Texas. So we got somebody new. And so they put shutters on and they put the screens on. They're doing touch-ups. Like he's going to fix those nails that are sticking out of the what do you call it? The ramp and the railing. And then what else? He said next week the 2 inspections, the parish and the state inspection will come, and then we should move in. My friend who had a house, she got her keys 2 weeks before the house was ready to move in. I said, well, but we have different companies who did mine and did hers. So, but I told Garrett, ask that little man, if you can't have the key, can you have the code?
I'll say this. It's better to not be moved in before the inspection, because if something is...
Oh, no, you're not allowed to.
Okay, good. Because I'm going to say that's not it. That could be a mess. They'll miss something they need to see. So, yeah.
Those are beautiful.
What are you saying is beautiful?
She sent me a picture of the vases that she's packing.
Nice. Huh. I know. It's crazy, but I don't know if you know, Ellen, but our house was damaged to the point it was cheaper to tear it down than rebuild it. Than to repair it, because we had put like 50-something thousand into it, repairing it, and it was nowhere near being finished. And they said when they looked at it really close, the damage was too extensive, so tore it down and rebuilt. My son's gonna go do that. He comes home today off the boat, but they put in sod, but they have to level out the front before they can finish putting sod. And then sod needs to be watered in. Yeah, well, I told, hey, Johnny, I hope
when I get in my house, my life will be normal and I can go back to your lives in the morning. Right now, it's so crazy. My life is just so crazy. I can't go. I haven't been going to anybody's lives. And I'm so sorry to you guys.
The only time I ever feel like I have peace and quiet in some way that or any energy is kind of right when I get out of bed. So, I mean, it's the only time I kind of want to sweep or mop or vacuum.
Right.
I don't really vacuum if my husband's sleeping, but
Yeah.
I don't do it then. It's like by the afternoon, I'm done. I can't do anything.
Yeah.
So,
well, Ellen, let me tell you, when we first moved out the house, we put everything in storage. My husband and I moved into with my mom's neighbor. Pretty much we just slept there at night. And then the kids all were at my mom's and the dogs. We took the little one with us and they kept the big one. And then, why am I sitting in the dark? I just realized that's why it's hot in here. My fan's not on. And then my daughter decided she was going to rent this house, which is big. So we moved everything because my mama, she's 86. She needed a little piece. So, because I think we were about to drive her like batty. So we moved in here. Everybody had more space, and stuff. But then my daughter found an apartment that she can afford better by herself. So then my son took this house. So we're still here. Okay, honey. But so that's where we're at now. So we packed up twice already from the old house and then from storage back to here. And then now it'll be here to the new. Oh, God. I'm so tired of packing and unpacking. And it's amazing what we've collected this little while we're in this daggone house.
Let me tell you, when we were going to do that yard sale, we started putting boxes in that spare room that we didn't really. We were going to put all of like the living room furniture from here and there. And it's so full. Like the whole floor is 100% full of stuff now. And we have, in our basement, we put like, the things like that are behind your back, like
right
storage shelves. We have it in a basement, and we were being good when we were bringing stuff over and just putting it there. Like we don't really have the real furniture there.
Right.
Anyway, when we
do, Ellen, I do. Oh my God.
It's bad. It's bad. And it's quick. It's quick to get
but once we're settled, we can breathe. Don't worry about if this is broken or that's broken or this is leaking or not leaking. With the hurricane and stuff, so much needed to be done, and it's just crazy. But
I'm really upset now that I know it's the condensation from the air conditioning, but there's water in around.
When ours there's some tube. I can ask him when he gets back with the air conditioner that they poured bleach in it because it gets clogged. And then it's fine after that.
In the old furnace, there was something that like drove the water out into the sink, and
maybe it's clogged.
I don't know if he just totally disconnected that, and we don't even have that.
Oh.
Like that's the thing, and I need to check it out. Like if we don't have that tube connected in any way, there ain't no way for the water to go into the sink. I'm thinking he did me dirty by not telling me that it's going to collect water. He wanted me to get a whole new central air as well. And I'm like, I'm not doing that for these new people. They could do what they want. It's just I didn't want to
spend right.
Or 15 or 20,000.
Right. I get that. I get it. Well, I'll ask Garrett when he comes back.
I just have to look.
My husband is on vacation for a month.
Well, who? Your husband?
Garrett.
Nice.
He had to go in for 2 hours because they're working 10-hour days now. He takes off every June. They have to use their vacation by the end of the fiscal year, which is July. So he usually takes the whole month off. Of course, it's his birthday month. Him too. He's like a child when it comes to his birthday.
Why not have a birthday year and then
right, exactly. So but they're working 10-hour shifts now. So he had to go in for 2 hours because he took 8 hours vacation. What is that noise?
Why does it say guests one? Is that
it's
me? Who is that?
Hey, Jane. I think I said hi to Jane. Wait, why does it say what?
I don't know. On the bottom,
They've changed stuff. Like
it says
on
guest.
our chats with the membership, like 1 through 5 gets numbers of who chats the most. It's crazy. Oh, it's a train. I was trying to think. It almost sounded like the emergency alert, but it wasn't coming through loud. One of the trains. But then he had to go help somebody do something at work because, he can't say no. And then after that, he'll be on vacation. So then we'll probably go right out to the house and see if they're there. Nobody was there yesterday. I asked him if we should water the sod. And he's like, no, but it looks all crunchy and dry.
You got
Oh, Becky. Hey, Becky. I didn't tell you hi.
Hi, Becky.
Or did I? I don't know. But hi again.
I just see her waving now. I'm on a delay, everybody. New people are coming.
New people. Yay. I like new people.
I want to know why my coffee tastes like tea today. That doesn't taste right.
I don't know. Look, I was so anxious yesterday. I could have bit somebody's head off. So I started crocheting. I don't know what I'm making. Just a square. Just something so I didn't have to think about nothing else.
Is that how you start the chickens with a square like that?
It is.
Make a solid chicken.
Yeah, I could make a big chicken. But what I was thinking about doing is making like a little, I was going to line it and make like a little
envelope.
Like, yeah. So, welcome to the doghouse. Bella.
Doghouse.
Bella. Bella, come here. Come here. Come here. You want a treat? They're somewhere.
Let's see if somebody responds to a whistle. Somebody. My dogs are people. Dogs are people too.
Come on.
Come.
Get up.
Come here.
Oh, there's Precious.
Any dog gonna come?
Come on. Come on.
There's a dog. There's my girl. Oh, we took the dogs before we came to New Jersey. We took them to the dog park. And Roxy found a new mother. She jumped on a woman.
Roxy found what?
She found a new mama. There's a lady sitting against a tree and went in the lady's lap and she starts rolling around on her and giving her kisses. And I'm like, oh, they're like auditioning new family, I feel, when we go to the dog park. They don't want us anymore. So
you want to know? You ate that?
So my dog is a traitor.
Well, hey.
Roxy the traitor. She was really loving on that woman.
Hey, Melinda and Sweet Zane. How are you guys doing today? Oh, my goodness.
So.
Y'all can go with your dad.
Oh, hi. Hi, Melinda. And who else? Who did you say hello to? I don't want to miss anybody.
Oh, Melinda and Zane.
Zane? Is that okay? Melinda and Zane. Okay.
Yeah. Zane is her son.
Okay, hi.
The only delivery you're gonna get, Jane, is in the chat. Oh, Jeffrey wants a muffin.
Ellen, 20 years is nothing. I think I had squares from when I was a kid. And then I think I got rid of them. Well, the lady at the dog park had 3 dogs. And when Roxy sat on her lap and started rolling around and giving her kisses, her dogs came back to her and she was standing her ground guarding the woman from her own dogs.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Melinda. Zane is her grandson.
You're saying that's not right. They were her dogs and my dog's trying to keep her dogs away from her.
Wow.
I said, I was laughing about it, saying, I'm sorry. She's like, it's okay. But back in the day, I remember border collies do things like that. So maybe I think in her genetic makeup at some point, they took some border collie.
Oh, okay.
And made her.
Cool.
What kind of chocolate?
Oh, Jeffrey wanted a muffin. He wants blueberry.
Blueberry
Shelby, you got to start making gluten-free muffins, honey. That's the only way I can eat them.
Did you ever have a gluten-free muffin?
I have.
Oh, you have. I have not.
Mhm. We had a gluten-free bakery back when they diagnosed me with celiac, which I don't have. There was a bakery called Truly Free. It was egg-free, milk-free. It was, and I would buy gluten-free muffins. They were delicious. And then they closed. It was like a little bakery cafe. They had like lunches and stuff. But it was good. I guess there wasn't enough business to support it. I don't know. But for my birthday, they made birthday cakes and everything. But
Well,
I have a recipe for a lemon gluten-free cake. If I didn't tell you it was gluten-free, you wouldn't know. Well, unless the muffins are gluten-free, all I can have is the fresh fruit and coffee. But
they had a bakery like that in Long Island because my friend had a child who was allergic to everything, like milk, and eggs, and I mean, it was like, what can he have? He could have hamburger meat and
right.
some French fries and some Sprite.
Right.
Well,
They discovered I have mast cell activation syndrome, which causes my histamine levels to elevate. So I'm on a low histamine diet, which also means you can't have wheat. So because it has, and it's so, I found out, so the longer your food sits,
yeah, I
like
heard
in the
that.
fridge, the more histamines it builds up.
I know.
So ground beef is higher in histamine than a not ground beef because each piece has a higher chance of getting bacteria, which means the histamine levels go up.
I watched this one doctor and she talks about metabolic issues and she has a very strong histamine response to things. And she said a lot of people are being diagnosed with that mast cell, and it's almost like the other way around. Like it's not the mast cell syndrome; it's the histamine responses. Like some people are just really more prone to it. And
yeah, but I have other. It's not just. I mean, all my blood work.
All your histamines create issues in other aspects of your life, and I was going to send it to you because she has that same issue where like she also has it like if a mosquito bite, if she gets like 3 or 4 mosquito bites, her whole system starts breaking down. And anyway, I found her very interesting. And she was talking about the the foods that are left over or the foods that sit in the fridge.
Yeah, because
and she just like we're bombarded.
Right.
With stuff.
Well, I'm waiting on my genetic test for hereditary alpha trypacemia, which it's connected with the mast cells also, but it's hereditary. And it's not just that you have a high histamine response. The mast cells can cause inflammation response. It can cause all the joint pain. It can cause dry eye. It can cause neurological symptoms.
She mentioned all of that. I'll send it to you. I'll find that woman and find that lecture. I just figured you weren't going to listen to the whole thing. Just what I thought.
That's all I listened to lately.
Okay, I'll find her and I'll send it to you.
But I mean, it's more than just
gut bacteria and everything. It like breaks down to everything.
But it is the mast cell stuff, because it's not just my histamine levels that are high, my trypase levels are high. And then I also have an immune deficiency.
Right.
So
I'm just saying that it starts the domino. Like once you start,
I'm sure you do too, Donna.
I have problems with histamine issues as well because I'm allergic to dust and I can't escape it. But anyway, you'll see.
It's been over a month since they did that test.
Do you feel better eating?
It takes a bit. I mean, My stomach feels better until I started those antibiotics, but I haven't like I haven't cut everything out. Like I started with the wheat. So now I'm working on like chocolate. And then like I've cut back. Like dairy doesn't really bother me, but I have cut back on the amount that I take in. So and I cut back like the cheese. Like you shouldn't have aged cheeses or meats or canned anything. So it's just
It's hard.
crazy. I keep checking my results on the website to see if they came in.
This one woman was saying how there's so many issues with certain kinds of foods that she said your best friend is a very simple, boring diet, she was calling it. Like if you just know you can eat like 5 things, like just eat those 5 things.
Right. A lot of people turn to paleo.
And then she said like those 5 things, it'll keep you better. Like if you just like if I mean
Right.
she goes on, you're not gonna, I mean she eats sardines a lot, and she goes, because I can eat sardines, and they help her get into even what do they call it, when you're the ketones, when you're in ketosis, like she anyway.
But that's another whole rabbit hole.
Elderberry is great. Elderberry is people were taking elderberry for immunity. I remember back when COVID was starting. I remember people were taking elderberry.
I know. It's like, I don't know, it's crooked too, isn't it? I don't know if my camera's crooked or my chair's crooked. I feel comfortable like this. Now, when I crochet, I do put my arms down, and
she said your sitting makes her body. Well, what I like for breakfast, I don't eat breakfast, Shelby, but I like lunch.
I can't put them down.
And I kind of want some, I don't know, I don't even want to, I really just kind of want butter. You can't just eat butter as a meal. I don't know.
I was watching this one girl. She had histamine. You see, there's a difference. There's mast cell, and then there's histamine intolerance. So I was looking at this one girl. She had histamine intolerance, and she turned paleo. So there are things now that she can eat that she couldn't before. But
what is paleo? Like nuts, fruits, and meat?
It's like whatever the cavemen ate.
Well, I guess they eat nuts, fruits, and meat.
Nuts, fruits, whatever you can find in the wild.
I'm rolling my eyes at that.
Except I can't have pork.
All I would find
has a higher histamine.
All I would find is raspberries, I think, and only for like a couple weeks a year. And I'd be fighting the bird. I could eat.
However, strawberries and bananas have high histamine, so
I could believe that strawberries affect a lot of people. And when I eat them, it's like the acids like makes my mouth tingle. But
yeah, I don't have a problem with strawberries, but I've been eating a lot of watermelon. But they're so expensive. Right. Well, nothing processed, no artificial colors or dyes. And
I like to eat sometimes. I know you said you can't have the ground beef as much, but sometimes I just want a hamburger patty and, and like some asparagus. Or we've been eating a lot of asparagus. I got used to eating it almost every day. Asparagus
are good. I like asparagus. Ooh, Shelby, I don't like avocado.
I would like avocado toast with smoked salmon.
Right.
That would be good. I would eat that. Maybe I should have that for lunch. I love.
Hey, Angie.
Angie's here. Hey, Angie. How's it going?
Angie's husband has a beautiful garden. She showed a haul from their garden. Beautiful.
I missed the haul, but I saw her when she was showing us the rows of it. She was driving. I guess she was driving around on her chair, and it looked really, really neat and tidy. Oh, he was doing something in bare feet. He was like, I don't know, plowing up a lane or something.
I
Yeah.
was watching this video. This guy is a comedian. He's funny. And so he like, you know how when somebody does a video and they'll pop in, like they'll dub it or whatever. So the guy said, if you were rich, what is something you still wouldn't buy? So he goes, avocados.
That's so funny.
Avocados. And he goes,
I don't buy them often.
pet spiders. Those were his two.
You wouldn't buy spiders? Who buys spiders? Anyway.
Well, no, he hates spiders. And these
Those are
people with these
spring ones.
videos with their pet spiders.
Shelby, I would like, if I could have a fantasy breakfast right now, I probably would like a chocolate filled croissant. That would be good.
Yeah, that would be good. However,
it's not, that would be good. Pancakes and butter. Sometimes I don't really I don't eat a lot of pancake. Anyway, we went to a pancake supper in Pennsylvania. I couldn't even finish one pancake.
oh Lord.
Before I was doing any kind of like low calorie thing, I just couldn't. It was so big and like kind of hard to swallow.
I am never, ever
Thank
out
you,
of butter.
Shelby.
And I am out of butter in this house. Can you believe that?
No.
My house never runs out of butter, ever.
Every time we go to the store, I say to Tony, get the butter. Because it's like no matter what, it's like, get the butter. He's so into butter. And I never realized until moving with him to Pennsylvania how much butter he's really into. He will make like little thin slices of butter when he's toasting an English muffin. And it looks like it's for a family of 10. He's just like making so many slices.
You're right. It is a tragedy, Jennifer.
And it's like he's loading. He loads it up almost like an inch over the muffin.
Good morning, Jennifer. Oh, Jennifer, how was the ultrasound? They went to get an ultrasound of the baby yesterday.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, butter's good. She says so cute.
Aw. I love little babies, especially when they belong to someone else at this point in my life.
There's a guy who makes videos. He was making a bunch of videos every day of trying to put his son down, and the son got used to sleeping over his arm. And every time he'd lay it down, it would cry. And it took him around 115 days to finally get the kid to sleep not in his arms.
Mm-hmm.
The way this father was like loving on the child, and the child was like smiling when he'd see the dad.
Right.
It was really delightful to see the interaction of like, such a loving.
Aw, that's sweet. Oh, he weighs 1.5 pounds, 1 pound, 12 ounces already.
Wow.
Nice.
It is nice.
Cool. That's awesome, Jennifer. Yeah, I've made butter too.
But by mistake, you were whipping cream.
No, we made it on purpose.
Jane says she's made butter also, but by mistake.
Yeah. If you whip your whipped cream too long, you end up with butter. Sean had to do a project.
We made butter in kindergarten.
For school, and he had to make butter. So we put it in a mason jar. And he kept shaking.
We did that. No, we did.
And then we would dump the buttermilk out and then shake some more and dump it out. And we ended up adding a little bit of salt to it. It was pretty good.
They asked us when we were in kindergarten and we made the butter. She gave us a premium cracker with a little. Everybody got. You can't do anything like that in school probably now. I bet.
Well, he was virtual school. Like he was homeschooled. So thank you, Shelby. And so we did it at home and we taped him and then we sent it to the teacher.
That's cute. We also made popcorn in kindergarten. Like that was a big deal for us. Like now all the kids know about popcorn because there's microwaves. When I was a kid,
right?
When I was a kid, there were no microwaves and we had to march 5 miles in the snow uphill. We did have to march uphill in the snow to go to school.
Right.
Oh.
I know.
We had no
gum
Right.
up his nose.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh,
That's
I
cute.
know, Angie, that's tough. I always said there was no more after Tank died, and then we ended up with
27 more. I'm just
just
kidding.
two. Just two.
Well, I mean, you had other animals in the house.
Yeah. Although Marie moved in her apartment, but she left her snake. So,
Aw.
Marie, if you're listening, come get your snake.
Why'd you leave a snake?
Because there was no room to put it in the car at the time.
Oh, boy.
I mean, the cars were packed to the gill.
I'm just going to say, I'm not a fan of snakes. The ones that live outside in the grass or wherever they live, okay. Tony says he sees snakes often, and he only has pointed them out twice to me.
Well, he's little. He'll fit in the palm of your hand. He's a ball python. So when she left, I'm like, did you feed it? Because I'm not feeding it. It can go hungry. I don't care.
It's not going to fit in the palm of my hand.
Not mine either.
Both ways, Suzy.
Let's just say it fits.
What was that comment about? Both ways, Suzy.
Because you said you walked uphill to school or something. I know they're harmless. I don't like them per se.
We used to literally like walk around in the snow well, we had no choice really. We were young.
Right.
But did you ever have a Blockbuster remember Blockbuster Video? We had to walk up a hill, down a hill, and then back up a hill to get to a Blockbuster. And we would walk in the snow to go there and get a video.
Right. Yeah, she had frozen mice in the freezer.
Ugh.
I know, it's gross, right?
Ugh. Look,
the thing is, I didn't buy it. I don't want a snake as a pet. So she needs to come and get her pet.
I'm sorry, Claudette.
Bella.
Put her shades.
Come here. Come here. Come here. You better sit down.
It's really hard when
sit down. You see, this neighborhood, people walk all day long.
I mean, if you like to travel, it's very hard when you have the pets because one lady said, I know of a kennel and they're only $40 a day. And I'm like, but that's for one dog. And I'm like, and then that actually is a cheap price and it's Pennsylvania, but I have 2 dogs. So even if I could get a $40 a day kennel, that's $80 a day. And that's all I really want to spend on a hotel anyway, which is, I'm obviously delusional because they're between 1 and 200 now. But it's just too much. So I said we should rent an RV.
Honey, can you come get her?
And take the dogs. Which is no fun. It's no fun to take dogs on a vacation because then it's hard to eat out and leave them.
Yeah. Ashley says she loves rodents. Sean used to have hamsters until he accidentally put his female pregnant hamster in a cage with a male hamster and she killed the male. I guess they had a fight and he injured her. She had the babies and then she died. So I had all these little fetus looking things that I did try to feed them, but yeah.
I had one hamster that had babies. I bought her pregnant. The babies were so friendly and the mom was mean. I gave away the friendly babies. I kept the mean mom. It was I should have given away the mean mom. The friendly babies.
He used to walk around with it. It was a teddy bear. I think they call them teddy bear hamsters, the little real furry ones. It was cute. You have 10 pets? Oh, wow.
Their lifespan is on the average 2 years, right? So it's not a long time when you start loving on a pet and then it goes so fast.
Right. That's cool, Ellen. We only have the 2, plus Marie's snake, which she needs to come get.
That's good. That people don't just sit around and look at us. We don't really have, so far we haven't had any company at our house. But
yeah, his was really nice. His little hamster, since it was little, he would put it on his shoulder and he'd just walk around with this stupid thing on his shoulder.
I had one.
Maybe now that he's older,
I had 2 friends. But
Ashley says she's had rats. She loves them.
I've met some really nice, friendly rats, and they're they're affectionate, and you can pet them, and people just say ew rats, but they're nice. If they're not, if they're trained to be docile and friendly. I knew someone who had a whole bunch of rats.
They're like little dogs.
They're smart. They're smart. She said she trained them to like walk from one table to another. She'd put like a rope on it, and they would come, and like she would call them, and then they would like hit a little ball. Like she trained them to do things.
I'll pass.
Well, I mean, I have no interest in owning one, but
either. But if you do, kudos to you.
I know. I used to love having birds in New York City because that was the only pet I was told I could have. But now that I'm an adult, I realize I don't want to keep a bird in a cage, and I might. This is like, it'll be the end of me ever going away. But when we get 100% settled, I thought maybe I would get a couple chickens.
Yeah. Oh, Ashley. I mean, who was it that said that? Oh, Ashley. Ferrets. My daughter had a ferret. It was cute as it could be, but it stunk.
They have a stink that's
a stench you can't get rid of.
It's like a musky smell, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, if they have a musk gland, can you take that out? I don't know if that's what it is. Aw. Becky said they let other rodents nurse on them. They're super sweet. You got lots of parakeets, Jennifer? I like parakeets. I like birds.
I knew someone who had a chinchilla. It was so soft and so cute, but they roll around in like dust, like they take dust baths. And I was really allergic. I knew someone had an adorable rabbit. It was very friendly, trained to be a pet quality rabbit. It came over to me, put his head on my arm, and just fell asleep. And I was like, how adorable is this little rabbit? And anyway, I don't want to own one either.
Oh, the one you had made them all? Like I said before, we had one parakeet, and then we had a gas leak, and it died.
I had parakeets for years. I had a canary for years. I think the canary was like 19 when it went.
Right.
Really, really long. I did have a cockatoo once. Lots of cockatiels.
Oh, okay. Ellen said legally sold ferrets are descented and neutered and come with paperwork. She owned a pet shop. Oh, cool. Oh, I had a friend who she had 2 chinchillas. They were pretty.
Hedgehogs why aren't hedgehogs illegal in Pennsylvania? What would make them illegal is what I want to know. What are they concerned about?
Oh.
Hey, Glenn.
Hey, Glenn. Jennifer said she had 2 girls and 2 boys, apparently, for like 4 years. And one day they just started mating like crazy. I guess they got to their puberty, Jennifer.
Was that the parakeet she's talking about? Yeah. Wow. Chinchillas, they're so soft, right? Just the softest you ever want to pet. And they're really cute. They are really, really cute.
They're like a little ball of.
And they have like the little roundy ears up top, and then the little whiskers are always going. And yeah, I knew some girl that went to work, and she had like a pouch in the front, and she used to keep the chinchilla in her pouch while she was at work, and people didn't even know if she had it with her. They thought she was pregnant.
Oh, wow.
That was kind of funny. Yeah, they are so soft. It's really, really awesome.
I can't see anything to put my glasses back on, but they're so dirty I can't see y'all.
All right. Well, I really like I like animals, but I'm like debating even if we would have a cat, if it would be kind of mean to make it like a basement cat or a garage cat. Because there's a hole upstairs in the garage. And you know what I mean? Like we could feed it and have the litter box. I don't know. The people that live up the hill from us keep their cat outside, but it can get into the basement if it wants to get in the house, but they don't let it on their main level. And it's a very, very.
Who's my guest?
What are you talking about?
Jennifer. She said
she's probably talking about your next auction.
Yeah, I think she's on mine tomorrow. Let me double check, but I'm more than sure it's Jane. Yes, Jane is on tomorrow.
Is Jane the woman who lives in Pennsylvania?
Yes, doggone happy Jane.
She always gets nice stuff.
Oh, okay, Ashley. She said they think if they were let go, they would, mess up the ecosystem. Well, all the snake problems and stuff in Florida, they think it's from people who had them as pets. And when the hurricane came and destroyed everybody's houses, they got loose, and now it's crazy.
I'm just even amazed. In Pennsylvania, they have a lot of rules about plants, and they have way less rules about dwellings, which I can't. It sounds like counterintuitive to me. Like there are some towns you drive through and it says this town requires building permits. And I go, like the other ones don't. Like you could just,
right.
Hey, I like this side of the road. I'm going to build a cabin here.
Right.
I would think it'd have rules, but no. Man. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. And now, they have people hunting them because there's so many.
There's a lot of birds.
Big ones too.
It's legal to kill you could kill a sparrow in almost every state or starlings because they just took over. They've become a nuisance to the native fauna. Well, I thought it was like illegal to have monk parrots or Quaker parakeets, they're called sometimes. I thought in Connecticut because a few of them escaped and created such successful colonies that during rainstorms, some of these trees just topple over.
Yeah. Marie, she likes lizards and snakes and stuff. Anyway, she had that bearded dragon, which ended up, he was kind of feisty, but she didn't do enough with him. I said, Marie, if you're not going to play, not play with him, but, interact with it or something.
You have to handle it. You have to, you kind of have to spend time with them.
The lady who was running the booth that I'm in, her granddaughter loves lizards and all kind of stuff. So we rehomed the bearded dragon to her. He was about 1.5 feet long, maybe.
Wow.
And she walks around with it on her shoulder all the time. So it was a good thing that he moved on.
I mean, obviously they say if you're not going to be committed to your animal, it's best if you don't get an animal, right? Because there's a lot of dogs and a lot of bunnies that come in right after Easter to shelters. It's really uncool. And you shouldn't give a pet to somebody as a present if they're not in on it. They have to be. Right. You can't surprise somebody. Hey, here's a dog, and you're like, I don't want a dog. All right.
I know, Jennifer, but like, I ended up feeding him and different things, and it's like, no.
But if you want to, sometimes
he wasn't my pet.
You have to handle an animal. Sometimes if you have to, do like to make sure he's healthy or like do treatment if they get, I don't know, I'll just say mites or something, and you have to dip them. You need to be able to hold them without them scratching you.
Exactly. I saw that, Glenn. Where did that come from? Like, they got black bears in Baton Rouge? Anyway, Claudette, we got gators.
Did you ever see one on your street where you live?
I had one on my driveway one time. It was small. It was only 3 feet.
Oh my.
But
Well, we didn't even have deer until here in in New Jersey. Now they're like dogs and cats.
well,
They're all
right.
everybody.
Jennifer, mostly we got swamps. I thought maybe it got loose from a zoo or something.
They have swamp bears. I'm telling you, there's swamp. Did you ever? There's a show that's narrated by Tom Hanks, and it's beautifully shot. Like the photography is phenomenal, and they go across the Americas showing the wildlife. It's really beautifully produced. If you ever want to see like lovely pictures of animals in unusual spaces, and it's all from like North America down to South America. Beautiful, beautiful pictures. I mean, films. I don't know how these photographers caught these scenes. They're so in on what's going on. It's amazing. Yeah, in Pennsylvania.
Right.
I mean, I don't see too many deer in Pennsylvania. They're around, but my neighbors feel that the Amish people are killing them for food. So there's hardly
Yeah.
any.
Yeah, we have deer season here, and then they have doe season. And then there's a season where you can only use your bow.
Right. Same thing here. Yeah, there's only like we only hear the gunshots for the regular tradition. We hear gunshots anyway because people say they're doing target practice, but sometimes their target practice is 1 or 2 shots and then it stops.
Yeah.
They're killing something.
Yeah. If there's a big drought here, then that's when the gators start coming out and looking for water. So you'll see them in flower gardens and, swimming pools.
Movies.
Crazy.
No, that kind of reminded me of the Beverly Hillbillies. Swimming pools, movie stars.
We so this was like many years ago, and we had some foster kids, and the little boy was probably 2. And he said, "Mom, a car." His car was on the carport right outside the door. So I said, "Yeah." So he went to get his car, and he came back in, and he say, "Dump, dump, dump." Girl, that it was big enough it could have took the baby's hand off.
Oh no!
It was under the carport.
Oh gosh! Dump, dump, dump. That's how he explained it.
He didn't. He didn't speak very well.
That's still good.
Yeah, he said
that's an excellent way. It's an excellent way to describe an alligator. If you know how to say alligator.
Oh no!
Oh no, that's right. That's scary. The lady I bought the house from, I spoke with her and she said, I've seen a snake in the house once and it was a little baby one. She goes, and then she acted all like, "You're not going to kill it, are you?" I go, "I'm not going to kill it, but I can't guarantee what Roxy's going to do. She likes to,
Right.
She
what state are you in, Alan? Haley had a garden snake under her shed.
I thought she said she was in Connecticut, but I don't know. I don't think someone lives in Connecticut and they're like in Canada. So
is that like a king snake? Hey, Gwen.
Hi, Gwen.
Dang. I know they get where it's warm and cozy. We find a lot of garden snakes. You'll find king snakes. And then out in the swamp, they have cottonmouths, which will kill you. So
there's some poisonous snakes around here in New Jersey. I'm sure they have them in Pennsylvania too. I think they said that they were
in Arizona. Okay.
Wait, is she in? Oh, you live in Northwest Arizona, so forget about what I thought it was. Free range cow, huh? All right.
Yeah, we get the water moccasins. It's flooded, and you'll find them all over.
I live near a really huge bald eagle state park. And I was looking to see like what animals you might find.
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying bear, porcupine, and they went through a whole list.
Right.
But there were snakes too.
It was about 18 inches long, kind of skinny.
I'm scared about meeting up with a bear.
I think the king snakes are bigger, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I used to watch this show that they had. It was this pretty young doctor, and he specialized in snake bites and stuff. And that was pretty interesting.
Hey, Constance. Did you?
Jennifer said it was a ringneck. Hey, Constance.
So there's a man, and he was on YouTube. And
Jeffrey.
He makes snakes bite him, and he is trying to build up his immunity. And he goes, I want to be the person that gets, like, he wanted to be a universal donor so that people could use him for like snake venom antidote. I mean, I think that he's a little like, we'll call it touched in his head. I don't think that that's a rational thing to do.
I know what you mean, though.
Yeah. Because, even if his blood has a lot of immunity, how are you going to translate that to like a person that, if you're not typed and matched, like, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, even though I watch him on TV. That's all.
No, she said her husband got rid of it with a broom.
There you go. Brooms are handy. Blankets, towels, brooms. You pretty much can get a lot of animals out of your house with those things.
He did mention he's got a live. I think it's tonight. Oh, I love Billy the Exterminator.
Is he on TV?
Used to be. I think he's still on some of them other kind of channels.
We don't have TV anymore. I'm okay with it, truthfully.
He's funny because his brother was highly allergic, like anaphylactic kind of allergic to bees. So but they would still do bee jobs. It was funny.
Well, I hope he had an EpiPen, is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. So I mean, Billy did most of the bees, but the other one was there.
Yeah, I don't know. My husband has allergic reactions to getting stung, and he said it's wasps, not bees. But he's had to be on steroids on several occasions, and I'm concerned that we're too far, just in case it gets to be the other way, like he goes into where he needs the EpiPen, and we're too far to get him to the emergency.
Right. Debbie was here. She was outside, and she said she was going inside when she finished doing what she was doing. But she was here. Yeah, my leg is going about 100 miles an hour. I am so like...
Because of everything?
Just everything, yeah. It's just...
Well, I'm sitting here doing this the whole time we're talking. I'm like, I can't sit still. I'm really uptight too. We got to get really seriously, like, I have to really just start saying, yeah, I can't. I haven't used that in 10 years. I don't need it. But I can't help myself. I'm a little bit.
Oh, cool.
I'm kind of hoardery.
I'm going to check that out, Ellen.
Oh, I just realized what this is. Look what I found on my desk. It's a Mickey Mouse, and it had a flat back. And I thought, what is that? It's for Crocs, right? What do they call them? A gibbet or something?
Oh, yeah. I got it pulled up, Ellen. I'm going to check it out after.
Well, I'm going to put it on in my Croc. How do you do that?
Debbie says we're in her pocket, Jennifer. She's trimming azaleas. Almost done. My mom used to have a bunch of azaleas, but they said they're poisonous to dogs, so she took it out when she got her dog.
I'm working on this.
My husband will call me. His phone just calls people.
I can't get it.
And then it'll call me and I'm like hollering at him. I'm like, I'm in your pocket. It's dark in here. And then sometimes he'll hear me and sometimes he doesn't. So I call him back and I'm like, I was in your pocket. He goes, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Is there a trick to this? Anybody who has Crocs and these like Croc things?
You just the little thing pops through a hole in the Croc.
I know, but I have to tell you something.
You just gotta force it in the hole.
Broke the Mickey Mouse's leg because I was trying to struggle so hard to get it through the hole. No, it's not. So you know what that tells me? Bye-bye. You don't need to live with me anymore. I'm finding things.
Oh no, Jennifer, y'all can't reach. Sorry. Let me bring this to my husband. Yes.
She's talking to her husband. Did you retire? What? That's so funny, Ellen. I'm in my house here. There's a lot of stuff. I can take precautionary measures. I usually have like Sudafed, so I can clear up my sinuses and still breathe. But you know, I have dust everywhere. It's sort of a double-edged sword because if I touch the dust to clean it, I get sick. But if I don't clean it, I get sick. So I'm just going to be sick. What am I going to do? I have to try to do something. I usually prefer to not clean it because that involves effort anyway. And then I think I might as well let it accumulate for a couple of weeks because why get sick every week? But I'll wear gloves and a mask if I have to vacuum or dust. And that helps a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Medical.
What are we filing, Gwen?
I think they're trying to help me get the gibbet thing in my Croc.
Oh, in your shoe. Gotcha.
But I'm, you know, like I said, I was trying so hard to put it in and I ended up, Mickey's leg broke. So now they should make them so you could pull this off and then like put it on the other side.
We have a rainbow vacuum and that helped a lot because it seems like where's this stuff coming from at home? And when you let it run, it's made to run and it'll just like pull the dust and stuff out the air.
That's nice. Get a child.
To dust. She said as soon as she finishes one side of the room, goes to the other, it's back again. Oh, get a child to put your gibbet in. They can pop them in. They sure can.
Well, maybe these are just these Crocs are maybe a little old. I don't know. I mean, I've had them like 2 years.
Let me see your thing.
My gibbet. It's a Disney one.
All right, turn them around sideways. Yeah, you just kind of start sideways and then pop him in.
Well, I know how to do it. I figured how to do it. It's just this is an actual Croc brand Croc.
Yeah.
It's a little
almost like the ones Thomas got, except his aren't pastel.
Yes, that's what I said. We have something in common.
I bought this stuff to help them keep their color from the Crocs. Okay.
I saw somebody. No, it ain't gonna work. I'm gonna break it. It's these. Anyway, I was concerned.
Rip the Croc.
Somebody took white Crocs and they dipped them in RIT dye on one side, like they had pink on one side, blue on the other side, and they made purple in the middle. And I thought that looks so cool. Oh, maybe the older holes. I mean, these are just a couple years old, but that doesn't mean that they weren't old when I bought them.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I got them off Amazon. I don't know. People sometimes, I think, I bought some ink for a fountain pen off of Amazon because I found my grandfather's fountain pen and I wanted to use it. And when the ink came in, I showed my husband, I said, this ink looks like it's from the 50s. I go, it looks older than the fountain pen. And we were
Did it say it was vintage or anything?
No, but the box was so old looking. Like it was yellowed and a little cracked on the top. And it's like, they should say if they're selling like old objects, I feel.
Right.
I don't know. Anyway, We were laughing. We laughed about it. I didn't even try to fill the pen up. It was interesting. Hi, Vima.
Hey, Vima.
Hello.
How are you? I know, Ellen, it's like here, the minute you can sweep, they track in stuff. And I know I'm probably going to be sorry because we went with the dark floors, but oh well.
Well, okay. They
I
make
had this
these
big dust mop I bought.
They make these like they look almost like chenille, and it's on like a Velcro, and you can mop those things, and then you can throw them in the wash at some point.
Yeah, that's how this is.
And you get a couple replacements, so then you only wash like 4 at a time, and then that's it. And then you could also wash what are these cloths called? The microfiber cloths at the same time. You should have like a wash of like reusable objects. Just don't use fabric softener if you dry them, because that'll make them less absorbent.
We don't use fabric softener.
Okay.
I have well,
they do work good.
The local church here, one of the local churches, gives out different things to people. Well, they were giving out hurricane prep boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And it had this big Rubbermaid professional, it wasn't a Swiffer, this dust mop kind of thing. But then the water filled in it. You can put like a cleaner or something in it. So I just filled it in with water. And
does it have like a dispenser at the top and then the bottom?
And there was a little Velcro thingy that fit on it.
I have something like that too. I like using that as well.
It wasn't like the Swiffer wet mop. It's bigger. I think I might have it right.
I have a couple of those Rubbermaid ones that they sell them at Walmart. You could just spray some. Like you could put like one little drop of soap and then the rest water, and you could go over your like floors with that.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you have like wood floors, you could just do it dry, and those are pretty good.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to use it just like a dust mop.
When I had one dog, it was good, but now that I have Norton, boy oh boy.
Well, I still say you should make yarn.
You should have. I did that thing with the dust mop thing the other day, and the pile I made of like Norton hair, it was bigger than a chinchilla, let me tell you.
Oh my God, there was a camera? I agree with you. I didn't know that on the Roomba.
And why would you have a camera on your Roomba? I don't understand.
So you can see the dirt under your sofa? I don't know.
Okay, I know they're making.
Yeah, everybody's got dust bunnies under their sofa at some point.
They're making sofas now that have legs, I think, so that the Roombas can go under them. My sofa has like the clearance is like a half inch. You can't even use the dust mop under it. Every time I move it away from the wall, I'm like, oh my gosh, like what's living behind here? It's frightening. I should make yarn art. Yeah, no.
They have this
dirty. Hair's dirty.
I was telling Teresa about it. It's this new glove thing. And when you rub it like this, it makes the hair into a string. Now, you can make yarn, girls. Spin it.
I don't want dirty yarn.
Well, you could soak it and clean it.
Oh, please. That's one more thing I need to do. Yeah, really. I'm not interested.
It might be good money, Susie.
I don't care. Unless it was
new income. New income, girl.
I'm not interested. And dusty
don't shed, so I can't.
Dusty fur. Yeah, I don't need to capitalize on that. Although, for a split second, I was thinking of asking my neighbors if I could have some of the old the wool that came off their sheep, and try to, you know how like what are those things that people would do with the needles to make
felting?
It's wool though, right?
Felting.
But they use actual sheep wool. My neighbors are sheep. I feel like I should be able to get some.
Oh, I don't know. A lot of times they use the felting. I don't know what it is.
But it's cleaned wool. You have to clean it.
I don't know.
It has a lot of lanolin in it. And these sheep that live next door to me, they are so filthy. They live like outside all the time.
Well, you can buy the little a little kit to make one thing at Dollar Tree. I'm just saying.
I've never seen it at any of the Dollar Trees I've ever been.
Yeah, we have them. I mean, it's only like one or two different things, but yeah.
I would have bought one if I seen it. Never saw it.
If I see it again, I'll get you one.
Thank you.
And I'll stick it in your box that I haven't sent yet. I'm going to send it before we move.
Okay. I found on my desk a koala pen.
Aw. Suzy likes koalas.
It says koala blue. And I'm like, it feels like it needs new insides. It's kind of stuck.
Yes, Constance. I remember those. The little carpets. Remember those?
Yeah, my mom had. And it used to get like it used to get did you see that?
It worked.
It worked. I mean, to some extent it worked.
Well, I mean, it was a quick pickup in between vacuuming, you know?
They still sell them. It's just not.
Oh, she said you can get one under at Staples. Look under supplies. Oh, cool. Well, I don't have carpet. We chose not to. They were going to put carpet in the bedrooms. So we were able to choose carpet or no carpet. So we went with no carpet.
I kind of wish I didn't have the carpet. I mean, it's nice in a way, but the carpet that's in my house right now is so industrial feeling. Like it's like Berber, and it's so low nap that it's not that pleasurable. Like if you come out of a shower to walk on that.
Oh, I can't walk on that. Makes me crazy.
The
nerve damage in my feet is so bad that it gives me, it's like somebody scratching on a chalkboard for most people. If I walk on a floor, like a carpeted floor or a rug with no shoes, that makes me crazy. So we were at my sister-in-law's and she was barefoot and she just kept rubbing her foot back and forth. I had to leave. I had to leave the room. I couldn't take it because it was like scratching a chalkboard.
I wanted to, the Crocs had like a nub on the bottom. It took me a very long time to get used to that feeling. It was driving me nuts initially. And I thought, everybody loves these. They feel so horrible on my feet. I got kind of used to it. But for a while, it was like,
yeah,
it hurt.
Yeah, we had because our house was off the ground, and this one is too. It gets in the winters, it gets cold under. So I had a big area rug in the living room for the kids. When they come over, they like to sit on the floor and play and stuff. And but it gets so nasty under there. From you can vacuum it, but you got to lift it up and mop it out, because if you don't, it's like the dust and stuff that gathers in those things.
It's too much. Because
more dust.
When you see that there's a guy on YouTube who cleans rugs, and I don't know if he
I know that is so satisfying.
Does he bring them to like farms? Because honestly, when he starts wetting those things and cleaning them, I'm like, how? I
think they said a lot of them come from disasters.
Oh, okay.
Very like abandoned places, stuff like that. Or like if people have floods and stuff, it comes from those.
We're going to get new flooring in our dining room and kitchen area. And then that fake, or they were like stick tiles that they put on, and it extends down the hall. So my husband said, we're going to pick something that's dog proof, but we have an issue that our dishwasher is so, it's like there's no leeway to get it out if it ever breaks besides ripping up the floor. So it's an issue for us. So
you would have to almost take your dishwasher out, put a piece of wood there to lift
it's attached to the counter, and there's no leeway. So it's like if we ever had to repair the dishwasher, we'd have to tear the floor off in that one area. So it's an issue for us. And
Well, all I can tell you is make sure you got extra flooring when you buy it, in case that happens.
You're not kidding. Because it's kind of sad. Because over here in New Jersey, I replaced the dishwasher, and we didn't. I don't know. It was anyway. It worked. We didn't rip the.
I won't, Constance. Don't. She told me don't agree her. Constance, you're located near what? Because you live in a little town I didn't hear of. So are you like around like Lafayette area and stuff? Like north? That's a good idea.
Put a little heart.
Right. I prefer no carpet. Well, Sean has asthma, so we got him an air purifier for his room by Delicom.
We might have to.
That's more by you, right?
If we could sink the floor that's under the dishwasher, it might have enough give to come out and in. But it's going to take like engineering, which my husband could probably.
Well, I was going to say, he's an architect. He can figure that out.
He probably could figure it out. But it's
I would take.
Point.
It seems like he would want to take care of it before.
Well, how are we going to do it? Like with chiseling? It's just, and then how much subfloor is there that you can't, like, can you take away like an eighth of, like a half inch? I don't know. It's just a little.
So your counter goes over it?
Yeah. Counters go over it.
Dawn, did you? I did, Myra. It is so awesome.
I have to. Anyway, I drank a lot of coffee.
Ellen says, she says, whole kitchen remodel. Don't tempt her, Ellen.
Oh, we were gonna, and then we saw the prices of new things, and then I said, you're
probably looking at what, at least 40,000.
You're not kidding, at least. And I said, maybe we could just paint the cabinets and change the floor.
The kitchen looks really good. I like your cabinets.
Thank you. We just look, they're like from the year 2000, right? Or 1999. I would have preferred them if they just kept them wood, but they didn't. They painted them like Hershey syrup. Kind of, no, I don't know. Like they painted them chocolate brown.
Right. I know. But it was so pretty, and you did a great job packing it, because you can't find those intact sometimes. I have a little one, but his tail is broken off, so I may try to recreate a tail for it. The spaghetti, she sent me a spaghetti poodle.
Okay. We just painted, and he put up some trim above the cabinets to make it, because there's a soffit, and to make it look like it was integrated into the cabinets.
Mm-hmm. Ellen said they put new countertops and cupboard fronts.
I got two new appliances, and we painted. But even the paint, like, how did paint become between, like, it's around like $80 to $100 a can now? It was so expensive.
Oh,
just the paint was
right. I know it is expensive. I have a dilemma. So, our refrigerator that we have now is not that old. It's big. The one that they have in the house is kind of small. So my husband wants to put our big one in the kitchen and put the little one that they gave us in the utility room.
Or in a closet somewhere.
But it's not. All my other appliances are black. My refrigerator is silver.
Silver to black isn't as big of a leap as
like white or something. I know.
Okay. You're creative. You could get maybe like black contact paper or like magnetic, what? You're making a face. I saw somebody do something like that where they took their appliance doors off and they covered them in the new color that they wanted, and it looked okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But then you got to have the silver sides with a black front.
No matter what. Some appliances, like microwaves, have like stainless and black. So there's enough appliances that probably have stainless and black components that the stainless is going to look like, oh my God, weird. It's just going to look okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, silver and black do work. They do sell the fake fronts now. You can do it. Or you could just
Except the way they have it, I don't think.
Just put a lot of magnets on.
The sides are not covered.
Did you hear me? A lot of magnets. No one's going to notice.
Right. I usually do. My grandkids bring me pictures and things.
I saw her face, Suzy. Whose face? I'm confused.
No, that's the problem. We don't have a man cave. I mean, I have my office. I could put it in my office. Shoot, my closet's big enough. I could put it in my closet, right?
Yeah, that could work. I mean, I'm saying, like, you have really
huge. It'd be my own private little
refrigerator. You could say, don't touch my stuff. It's mine. Right. Mine. Back. Mine. Remember?
I know.
That was definitely.
Well, you know, when I do my gluten-free, I'll usually put a little sticker or something on it so they don't eat it. But they'll ask me first, Ma, is this yours? And if I say, no, then
I'm going to say they don't have a garage in a traditional sense of a garage. They have a driveway, right? And but you do in the utility room. Will there be room or not?
They will for the little one, I think, because it's the washer, the dryer. So it would have to go in front of the washer, not in front of it, but they would be like if it was in front of the dryer, then it would be a problem because you wouldn't be able to open the door. But
put it in one of those really big closets if you could get the electricity to go in there.
Mm-hmm. There is a closet in the utility room. But
that would be handy to put.
There's no electric outlets in there.
I'll say this. I know that Tony loves moving outlets and he hates plumbing, but he doesn't mind. Like he puts so many outlets outside of my house now. And I'm like, why did he put one on against the house and then one on the garage? And I'm like,
let me look at one of the pictures.
Like 20 feet apart. Why do you need two really huge, grounded outlets? He's like, I was doing it already. What's the difference? I'm like, okay.
Right.
This is pretty easy compared to other things in the house. That's one of the easier things to do. Bye, Glenn.
Bye, Glenn. Watch those bears.
I'm just saying, if he wouldn't have done it if it wasn't easy to do, because he's not.
Yeah. I just don't want to start messing things up when it's brand new. I'm trying to see one of the pictures he sent, I think had
a big extension cord. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so there is room.
I'm laughing.
Next to it.
To put the bigger one.
Right.
All right. Show us the other appliances. You have pictures of them? Do they have like some stainless on them? Like a trim or a door?
You can't see it real well. Not really.
It'll still look fine. I'm giving my designer.
I was hoping it wasn't coils, but that's what it is. Beggars can't be choosy, right? And then the dishwasher is all black, of course.
Is the sink stainless?
Yes.
But there you go. You're bringing the look to all over the place.
So
it looks
thanks. Good. We went with the dark. Well, I'll let my husband pick the cabinets. So with the dark cabinets, we had to go with the dark floors to all match.
Tony wanted to put a stainless.
I didn't even notice. We don't.
You wanted to put a
have
stainless
backsplash.
panel behind the stove so that we could clean it easier. But I put oil rub bronze cabinet pulls and
Oh, we don't have a backsplash. It's just
paint. That's what mine is now. Paint.
yeah, it's just drywall.
Lindsay Ann is here.
Hey, Lindsay Ann.
Hey, Lindsay.
So I don't know.
Lindsay.
You can see this is the color of the floors.
It looks nice. And it's like, you know, it's like two-tone. You're not going to see.
Yeah, and there's room. Like, you see how much room there is? I could push the washer over even.
My eyes twitching. What does that mean? Superstitious people, what does it mean? I know it probably means I need more magnesium.
And then this is a nice little area of countertop next to where the fridge is. Yeah.
You're going to be baking over there.
You know it. That's where my KitchenAid's going to be. Oh, and I bought this stainless steel juicer, vintage juicer from Randy.
Okay.
It is so awesome. I can't wait.
Nice.
Because my kitchen's going to be done with like vintage thing, not like tools. I don't know. Like I have some like the mixer kind of things and stuff that I had got from Nana Tank with the wooden handles. You know, like the little hand mixers and stuff. So I'm going to have some of that stuff in there. But it's not going to have like the cutesy little blue and red and yellow colors. But
it's funny that you say that, the cutesy colors.
Although I used to love my yellow kitchen, but I can't do that anymore. It's called the cabinets are called espresso. It's like a dark brown.
I remember you saying I should get a rice cooker, and I did. I was telling you, I got it brand new at a yard sale from my neighbor up the hill.
Mm-hmm. And do you love it?
It's blue. Well, it made excellent rice.
Mm-hmm.
I had it. It's fantastic. It did what it said it would do, and I liked it a lot. It's just I don't eat a lot of like carbs like that.
Right. So, well, you see, you know what else I do in mine? If I buy, say, like, you know, they have the little Zatarain's jambalaya mix in a box. And sometimes Sean will just want something real quick. I throw my sausage in there. I throw that box in there. And I put how much water it says to put. Plug it in, put it on. Done. I put like the amount of water they say for the box.
Okay.
And I put it in the rice cooker and it works. Lindsay, I love carbs, and it shows. I love carbs too.
Yeah, well, it's showing. I'm trying to have it less showing right now. I'm on that phase of my journey.
Yeah, me too.
I expanded and now I'm deflating.
Sometimes I think, oh, it's not working. And then I go back to my old videos and I go, oh, yeah, it did work. You know. You
can really see when we go back. I mean, I looked slimmer and you looked rounder, and then you got slimmer, and then I got rounder. and then now.
But Constance, if you got a rice cooker, do it, girl. It works. And it saves you from sitting at the pot. I don't like to cook rice the old-fashioned way in the pot.
Great. And it used less water than I usually put in rice because, you know, if you prepare it in a saucepan, it evaporates more easily.
Right.
Because the thing is like kind of sealed up.
After it cooks, fluff it up right after it's done, fluff it, and then put the cover back on.
It's bright blue. And I want it. No, but I would like it to be black or red.
Right.
And
mine's white. Or
even white, but the blue just doesn't fit. So I put it in the whole, you know, I put it back in the like laundry room pantry we have. And that just means I'm hardly ever going to use it. So I offered it to my friend Al, who makes rice all the time. He loves rice. It's like his favorite carbohydrate. And he said that you taught me how to make rice. I make it the way you taught me. And I'm just going to stay with that. And I'm like, okay. And I don't even remember. I lost my touch. I don't remember how I made rice. To teach him, I probably said 2 cups to 1 cup. 2 cups of water, 1 cup rice, pinch of salt, a little tablespoon of oil, and you're done. That's probably what I said. Nor time. You're here to see me. Here's my Norm. Can you see?
Right.
There's my Norm.
Oh, he says we bore him. He's yawning. Constance, girlfriend, let me tell you something. Sometimes I use a jar of roux. And you know what? Nobody knows.
I want to tell you something. When you said that they have jars of roux, and you once took me around your store to show me Louisiana things, I was like, I've never seen that in my life. They don't.
Yes.
They barely sell New Jersey stuff in Pennsylvania. They don't. They definitely don't sell roux up here.
But let me tell you a secret, Constance. They have a dark roux and they have a light roux. I bought the dark roux, but it's very hard to get that roux taste out. So if you buy the light roux, you can cook it a little bit more, but just add some kitchen bouquet, girl. It's perfect. Your house don't smell like roux. Because your house will smell roux. You can tell everybody Christmas Eve when they go to church, you can tell everybody who cooked gumbo because they smell like bad body odor.
Right.
And it's the roux. It's roux.
Ellen.
I mean, we know what it is, but if somebody came in and go, God, everybody in this church stinks.
Scarlett.
Hey, so Scarlett. The angel is back.
So Ellen was saying something about crushed gemstones in grout. That sounds fantastic.
Oh, cool.
That sounds beautiful. What was that for, though? A stainless steel tile behind the stove instead of flat.
Nice. Yeah, I'm going to make it my own eventually.
That sounds pretty. Oh, the arabesque. Is that the one that has like a point, as like a oval, and then another point? And it kind of, I think it's kind of like that. It has sort of like a shape like that.
Right. Constance, are you a jar roux snob? Oh, girl, don't knock it till you try it, Constance.
Actually, Ellen, I wanted the arabesque. My husband said he wanted something with straight edges so that when he had to cut it with the tile saw, it could just cut easy and he wouldn't have to rent something from like the Home Depot. And so we were debating like what we would. He has a lot of opinions for a man. I feel like are very stubborn about him. I mean, like, when I'm decorating, he made the kitchen with my vision, which I liked, and he approved my selection of hardware.
Oh, cool.
But
Constance, this brand Savoi's, except I don't get the dark, I get the light.
I would have called it Savoy. Even though Savoy. It's Savoy.
Girl, don't knock it till you try it. Your house won't smell like roux.
They say they can tell.
No, that's bull crap. If they don't know you used it, ain't nobody can tell. I'm telling you. Do it and don't let nobody know you did it. Girl, I'm telling you.
I used to chop up mushrooms really fine because all the people that say they hate mushrooms, if you kind of grind them up and put them in stuff, people don't tell. They can't tell. It's funny to hide stuff from people that think they don't like stuff. And I'm telling you,
that sounds nice, Ellen. Yeah, a lot of people say they don't like something, and when you put it in and they don't know it, they eat it and it's fine.
Yeah, that was one requirement. The requirement had to be easy to cut, or it was going to give them problems. And
that's right, Constance. Don't let them see you buy it. Don't let them see the jar.
Anyway, I'm just having a conversation with Lindsay.
With Ellen.
She loves mushrooms. Ellen and
oh, I like mushrooms too.
I love them. Actually, I find that like if you add a lot of mushrooms, like baby bella mushrooms, into your spaghetti pasta sauce, that it kind of feels meaty. Like you don't need the ground meat in it to feel like you had something. Just saying.
Oh, Debbie, y'all were the lucky ones to get that. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
I love fried mushrooms.
Lee loves mushrooms. Oh, fried butter with salt.
Oh,
Yes.
fried with Italian breadcrumbs on
Oh,
them.
wait. You're talking really fried. I'm talking sauteed.
Oh no, I'm talking really fried.
Fry anything like that.
Now, I like portobellos, and you can make them into things.
I never have luck frying stuff. I don't even like making. I get a lot of splatter when I make a hamburger, so now I cover the pot with another pot. And if I don't even want to make bacon in my house because of the.
Girl, you gotta put bacon in the oven.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do. I bought a pack of bacon for when our tomatoes come in. I'm optimistic that the tomatoes.
Okay, Lindsay. She said her brother's vegetarian. They have mushroom burgers.
That sounds good. I mean,
I like to take, when I was doing keto, I would take the portobellos and kind of bake it a little bit to get a lot of moisture out, and then I'd fill it with pizza stuff.
I would do that. Oh, okay. So my husband, we got a kind of like grill that was rusty at a yard sale, and now the rust is now black paint, and we're gonna be grilling at some point.
Okay, Constance, I agree. You can tell gravy mix in a pack. You can tell that, but it's different with the roux. It's roux like you would make.
My husband says that like he's a real gravy guy, and I never grew up on gravy, right? We just didn't have it. And so I said, well, we could get a jar and we could get a package. They don't taste the same. That's for sure.
Oh, Scarlett's a vegetarian.
My brother is almost a vegetarian. Almost.
You know, Constance, a lot of people don't know what 7 steaks are. I'm going to get them this weekend.
By the way, I have an appointment at noon.
You got an appointment?
I do.
We can go if you need to go.
I got to go.
Garrett's work friend is coming over for me to set up his Dexcom on his phone.
I'm going to have to go. We could stay a quarter
and Constance, before I'm going to go, I take my 7 steaks and, you sear them so that you have the little sticky bits at the bottom. And then when you add your water and your onions and stuff, that makes kind of a little gravy. And if you want, you could always thicken it up with like I can't use flour, so I'll use cornstarch, but.
Oh, did you ever try potato starch? Can you have potatoes?
Yeah.
Potato starch makes a nice batter for frying, just so you know. It's not nice and crispy.
Okay.
You could try.
Cool. All right.
I mean, try it. Like if
Yeah, I have potato starch. I keep rice starch. I keep rice flour. All that good, yummy stuff.
Asian cookers sometimes will put like potato starch on their meat, like on the chicken, to kind of do the frying thing.
Yeah, I've done that before when we made orange chicken at home.
Right, it comes out nice, right?
Yeah. Well, Debbie, we'll keep you in our prayers, and hopefully it won't be bad.
Oh,
you live right now.
She's live right now. Why?
Oh.
Anyway.
Well, stay safe. All right, guys.
Everybody,
thank y'all for popping in. Check us out on
thanks for coming.
Dawn Steals with Teresa tomorrow. Jennifer, the link is up. And
everyone, yes.
Prayers to everybody, and love y'all. Have a great weekend if we don't see you tomorrow.
Everybody feel good.
Bye, guys.